The relationship you have with yourself will make or break your struggles with anxiety or OCD. We'll talk all about it. Stay tuned. That's what's up next. Hi, my name is Natasha Daniels. I'm a therapist and make videos for people with anxiety or OCD. And today I want to talk to you about something that you may not think is that important, but it's actually the most important thing that you need to focus on when you're trying to work on your anxiety or OCD. Before we get started though, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified when I make new videos, which is every Thursday. Okay, so what am I talking about? Your relationship with how you talk to yourself, the relationship that you have with yourself is incredibly important. And so if you have people in your life cheerleading you or telling you to work on your anxiety or OCD, and you have your parent or your partner or your therapist or all of those people telling you to work on your anxiety or OCD, or that you can do it, you're the best, you've got this, it doesn't matter. Because the thing that matters the most is what you tell yourself. So let's have a check-in with how do you talk to yourself? Because your relationship with yourself isn't some cheesy, weird therapist thing to talk about. It's a real thing, and it shows up every day. That relationship is the most important relationship you have, more important than any other relationship in the outside world. Because when you do a compulsion or you avoid something because of your anxiety, what's that internal voice saying? Oh my gosh, you suck so bad. I can't believe you didn't do that. Now you can't do this. You're never going to be able to do anything. Really? I can't believe you did that compulsion again. Just forget about it. You're never going to get rid of this. Well, that's not uplifting. That's not inspiring. Imagine if you actually had a physical person, maybe a friend or a parent or a partner or a therapist even, who constantly was in your head telling you those things. You suck so bad. Oh, you're going to avoid again? Yeah, you're never going to get this. You can't do that. You're too weak. You can't do that. That's too scary. That would drive me crazy, and it would also make me feel really hopeless. And so we have to start to tune in to how we cheerlead ourselves or we torment ourselves. We already know that our anxiety or OCD is tormenting us. We already know that anxiety or OCD is negative. It's in our head. It makes us worry. It makes us do things or avoid things. We already know that. But there's another quieter voice. And that is what you tell yourself. That is what you believe is possible. And that is the most important quiet voice. And we need to tune into it and make it stronger. We have to tune into it and pay attention to what it's saying. And so when you make a mistake or you give in to your anxiety or OCD, you want to hear, what does that internal voice say? And then you want to change the script. And so if you start to hear that thing going, oh my gosh, yeah, you're going to avoid again. Or they want you to do what? There's no way you can do that. I don't like that voice. I don't want that voice to tell me that. I'm going to shift gears and I'm going to say, you know what? Today's been a rough day and tomorrow's a new day. Or this moment is really rough. And yeah, I gave into my anxiety, but the next moment is a new moment. And so every moment, every day is a new day. I get to start fresh. And I'm human. I'm going to have some rough times. Yesterday, I did something super brave. Today, I just want a break. That's okay. Self-compassion is a huge part of whether you are going to be successful long-term or you're going to struggle. Because when you're on your own side, when you're cheerleading yourself and you're like, you got this. You know what? Tomorrow, you're going to show up and you're going to rock it. And even if you can't go all the way through with what you're planning on in your head, you're brave to even think about it. You've got this. And so I'm not only going to be happy and celebrate myself when I go fully through something, but just the effort and the commitment to try something that's scary or uncomfortable, I'm going to be celebrating in my head. And once you get a cheerleader in your head instead of a critic, magical things start to happen. You start to feel pretty good about yourself. You start to feel more empowered. You start to believe in yourself more. And more importantly, and most importantly, you start to like yourself and sometimes even love yourself. And I know that can sound super cheesy, but without that love, that self-love, that belief in yourself that you've got this, you're going to struggle long term. And so when you're on your own team and you're the loudest cheerleader in your head, louder than your parent or your partner or your therapist or your friend, louder than all of them combined, that's not being cocky or too self-confident. It's having a friend inside your head. Who wouldn't want that? And so the next time you hear that critic show up and say, yeah, you suck so bad, or you're never going to get rid of this OCD, you're never going to get rid of this anxiety, see if you can make friends with that voice and say, can we try that again? You know, you're trying the best that you can. You're doing amazing. You show up, you watch YouTube videos on how to help yourself. Every little step towards discomfort should be celebrated. And every time that you struggle, you should meet yourself with some self-compassion. How would you talk to a friend? How would you talk to someone you love? Guess what? That someone should be yourself as well. Well, I hope that you find the sparkle in everything you do. I hope you take my advice, and I'll talk to you again next Thursday. Take care.